Captain, I've got a situation here. One of the nurses found contraband. A bunch of loose wires, wire strippers, tape, and a phone battery stashed in one of the rooms. I don't like it.
You're thinking bomb-making shit, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The woman from that room's gone missing, but no one's come in or out of that facility all day. I got my guys doing a sweep.
Keep on that. I'll send someone over. Agent, I need you to check in with Commander Hector at the Secure Quarantine Center in the Tenderloin. We got 80 civilians in there, but one of them's missing. Looks like they were building an IED. I could use your eyes on the investigation.
Good job.
Captain Benitez. Shit, we found an IED. It's in a sub-basement, some tunnel. We think it's how she got out.
Ma'am?
Oh, shit. I think this thing's gonna...
Agent! Agent, are you okay? Agent! Get anyone you can out of the building!
I can't! Oh, Jesus!
No life signs detected.
Oh, God, we had 80 people in there. Holy Christ. Quarantine Center, you have Rikers incoming! I'm seeing a gang of Rikers well-armed, coming right at you! This is no goddamn coincidence. Watch your back out there.
Warning. Additional hostiles incoming.
Glad you had our back.
Alert. Additional hostiles inbound.
Attention. To prepare for check-in, please have any forms of identification out already. If you do not have acceptable identification, please let your escape officer know immediately. Attention. To prepare for check-in, please have any forms of identification out and ready.
Warning. Hostiles inbound on your position.
Rikers! Time to break out the new toys! Agent, we need to get a handle on what the hell's going on. See if you can find anything on any of those Rikers.
Analyzing smartphone data. GPS data identified.
Fucking smartphones. Even though you can't make calls, a lot of people still carry them around. Road's got a lot of cell towers back online. Maybe there's something useful here. Get that phone back to the base of operations, Agent. Maybe Rhodes can dig something useful out of it. He's been putting together a rig for tactical intel analysis. It's about time we use it. Damn it. We've been hitting the Rikers pretty hard and the other factions too. I knew one of them would hit back at us. I thought we'd see them coming.
Noticed something in here.
You're like an angel.
Echo available for playback nearby.
inside. What's your problem?
What did you find? You said you were gonna share. That's not goddamn sharing.
Here I am, Aaron Keener, the First Wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face-to-face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down, you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do? Do you know how many agents died to hold the Dark Zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself. But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win. I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules. You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
Agent, the information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now. But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal. I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitali's one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a 1 lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest, helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.
Hey, Agent. I need...
Now entering a safe area.
Look who it is. God damn it. What the hell does it take to get this thing working?
Wish I could get up there myself.
Doing what I can.
This is an emergency services announcement. Remember, personal hygiene is important in combating green poison. Be Be sure to wash as often as possible.
Be careful up there, right?
For the first time since this began, I'm starting to see how we make last month, honestly.
I'll be in touch. Let's get back to it.
You're in my prayers. Yeah, that could be it. Can you give me a hand with it?
Your attention, please. Tai Chi instruction is available outside the main base of operations every morning at 0700. Beginners are welcome.
Don't be shy.
Agent, before we pulled out of the dark zone, the brass airdropped in some shade tech stations to coordinate local ops. Thing is, those tactical sites are still in there, sitting on all sorts of intel. We want it back, and so does every rogue agent in the city. We need you to get a team together and download whatever you can from those stations before someone else does.
Oh, hey, Agent. What you are looking at is one of the Shade tactical terminals, airdropped into the DZ before we pulled out. They were supposed to help coordinate ops, but that didn't work out so great. So they have just been sitting there, rusting. Until...
Agent, let's get you up to speed on what you'll be dealing with out there. We need you to recover critical data from Shade Tech stations that got left behind in the Dark Zone before rogue agents can intercept it. You'll have to capture all 3 stations at each objective to start uploading data. You can enable turret and pulse fortifications at certain objectives to help defend them. Activating them requires Shade Tech that you can recover from enemies and find in crates in the Dark Zone. Oh, and another thing. Be aware of the 2 tactical boosts you can use to enhance your squad's performance. Points for kills and point multiplier. You can activate these with Shade Tech as well. Remember that you're part of a squad, and everybody has a role. Collecting Shade Tech to power up tactical boosts or fortifications can be just as important as securing objectives. Teamwork is the key to winning this fight. I need the whole file before I can decrypt it, so make sure we get to 100% before the enemy does. Good hunting.
They're waking up, and they are loaded with operational data.
If I were gonna try to get off Manhattan and you heard it first, no way in hell am I trying. I look for the people. GPS guy wants a little something more than get. The checkpoint guard who takes a nap on the job.
How goes it?
Listen, just stay safe, okay?
Hi. Nice to see you.
All right, I'm getting back to work.
Hey, gotta see it to believe it.
You ever think about what's gonna happen when all this is over? I let myself daydream once in a while because, really, what's the harm? What's the last year your old friend was with, you know? And I've been doing some things. And brace yourself. Pay attention to sooner or later, the virus is gonna burn itself out. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be a year from now, who knows? I sure as hell don't. But whenever it happens,
Agent, good. Report to the Tactical Operations Center. Rhodes has been fit.
Agent, so this is the TOC, the Tactical Operations Center. I figured we could use a spot away from all the civs we got upstairs to plan and stage operations. Every intel feed we got, I patched into the system down here and put together the bandwidth to analyze the raw data. If there's any tactical intel to squeeze from this shit, I'll find it. Speaking of which, bring that smartphone over to the ops panel. This is the operations panel. Nice and shiny. Helps plan our next priorities. That smartphone you picked up off of that Riker, there's a GPS fragment on here. So now we know where they came from. And it's no surprise that vermin like the sewers.
Tactical Operations Center status is green. All systems online and functional.
Agent, before we pulled out of the dark zone, the brass airdropped in some shade tech stations to coordinate local ops. Thing is, those tactical sites are still in there, sitting on all sorts...
Oh, hey, Agent. What you are looking at is one of the Shade tactical terminals, airdropped into the DZ before we pulled out. They were supposed to help coordinate ops, but that didn't work out so great. We'll bring you up to speed on how to get them fully online.
Agent, you're needed at Camp Clinton over on the West Side Piers. Make your way here as soon as you can.
Come check this out.
Nothing else anyway.
This kindness on. Can't keep them up.
Best gear for the streets, right here.
Good luck out there.
Freezing out here.
Hey, Agent, I need to speak to you. Hey there. I'm glad you made it. Welcome to Camp Clinton. It's our toehold over here on the West Side Piers. We've been moving into the area in hopes of bringing it under control. Unfortunately, we're not the only ones here. That isn't surprising. What is surprising is that we've gotten evidence of them working together. That's why we need you here. To confirm they are cooperating, find out why, and once you do that, to shut them down. Good luck. Hopefully you won't need it.
Good luck out there.